to tell you things are bad? Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Jeffrey Epstein Show. I'm your host, Bobbycapucci, and this is a morning update. That scene is from Network, folks. A great movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest you check it out. And it encompasses the way I feel. That's exactly how I feel every time I get onto this podcast with you guys. I'm so agitated by the whole entire situation that I can't even begin to explain to you. The anger that things like this article I'm going to read today elicits inside of me. It is so unconscionable that so many high-profile people hung around Jeffrey Epstein while he had all these little girls around and nobody asked any questions. Nobody came to their rescue, and nobody has any excuse for why that is even worth listening to at this point, okay? Look, Virginia Roberts came out today in a tweet, and she basically buried Naomi Campbell. So we're going to jump into this article here in a second, but she buries Naomi Campbell about Naomi Campbell being an enabler, right? And I really haven't touched much on Naomi Campbell because I try to keep to the folks that are named in the documents, but when it comes to these enablers that were around Jeffrey Epstein all the time and that they gave him the credibility to commit these crimes, I believe that these enablers need to be brought to justice as well. And obviously, if you can't prove that they were involved criminally, well, they have to, at the very least, face the scorn of the public. Because it's unconscionable and it's unacceptable that people like Naomi Campbell will fly under the radar when she was basically hanging out with young little girls who were being sex trafficked. So we're going to see what Virginia Roberts has to say today, but I have to tell you, I don't blame her. I mean, I'd be mad too. I would be mad too if I was Virginia Roberts. All of these rich, famous, powerful people around you while you're being used by a man like Jeffrey Epstein and passed around to people in the highest levels of society. It's absolutely, it's sad, it's maddening, and it's depraved what human beings are capable of doing to one another. All right, so let's hop into this article. But first, if you'd like to contact me, you could do that at bobbycapucci@protonmail.com. That's BOBBYCAPUCCI@protonmail.com. All right, and on to the article. It's by The Sun, and the headline is, "You Saw Me Abused. Prince Andrew Epstein scandal accuser Virginia Roberts posts chilling message aimed at Naomi Campbell and Ghislaine Maxwel." Virginia Roberts, 36, who alleges she was forced to have sex with Prince Andrew 3 times, tweeted her fury at members of pedophile Epstein's social circle. Good for her. Good for her. You look, for all those years, she was forced to be silent. For all of those years, she was, called every name in the book by people like Alan, I still wore my underwear, so I'm not guilty Dershowitz, and everybody else around Jeffrey Epstein. And never mind the prince's people who came out to demean her. Meanwhile, she has pictures of herself with all of these people, okay? She has pictures, she has evidence, she has other people that corroborate her story, and nobody lifted a finger to help this poor kid. Nobody. Not one single person. Not the government. Not anyone in Jeffrey Epstein's circle. Nobody. She wrote, "You saw me at your parties. You saw me in Epstein's homes. You saw me on the plane. You saw me get my hair cut. You saw me on the streets. You watched me be abused. You saw me." That was Virginia Roberts' tweet today, and it's powerful. That's a powerful tweet, folks. And Naomi Campbell needs to address this. She needs to address why she was involved with Jeffrey Epstein, and she needs to address why she was around a young girl who was being trafficked. And the questions need to be asked, what does she know, right? Does she know more? Look, I don't know. I don't have any evidence, but if Virginia Roberts is this adamant, well, then questions need to be asked, and I hope that those questions are asked very soon. Ghislaine Maxwel has been accused of procuring young women for the multimillionaire sex offender, pedophile, who died last August while awaiting trial for charges relating to trafficking of minors. It was at her home in West London where Prince Andrew was pictured with his hand around the waist of Miss Roberts. The Duke of York strongly denies all allegations of sexual misconduct made against him. Miss Roberts was pictured beside Naomi Campbell during the supermodel's glitzy 31st birthday party in Saint-Tropez in 2001. So, if you look at the pictures, and I hope that you do that, click on the link and go look at the pictures, you'll see how young Virginia Roberts looks in these pictures. She doesn't look like she belongs. She doesn't look like she should be at this party unless she was someone's daughter. She doesn't look like she should be accompanying Ghislaine Maxwel and Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, are you kidding me? And not only that, so basically, Naomi Campbell, you invited predators to your birthday party, rapists, sex traffickers, who not only came to your party, but they brought a girl that they were in the middle of sex trafficking to your party. You need to answer some questions, Ms. Campbell. Representatives for Campbell denied she was close friends with Epstein and said that she had only been invited to her birthday party by her then-boyfriend, Flavio Briatore. There is no suggestion the supermodel or her guest knew who Miss Roberts was, nor had any knowledge of Epstein's behavior. And there's a ton of pictures, folks. Make sure you click on this link. In the pictures from Campbell's party, the girl can even be seen wearing the same style of cropped white top and multicolored trousers worn by Roberts in her infamous photo with Prince Andrew. In that infamous 2001 snap, the Duke of York grins as he grasps then 17-year-old Miss Roberts by her bare midriff at the home of Brit socialite Ghislaine Maxwel. Wait a minute, that can't be Prince Andrew. We were told that his fingers don't fit the picture, so that can't be Prince Andrew. Come on, the prince would never, ever, ever do anything like this, okay? He won't even wear a different kit when he's around England, folks. You think he would do anything like this? He was busy eating pizza that day, all right? His daughters were with him even. I mean, the police logs even show that... Oh, wait. They won't release the police logs. It was there that Miss Roberts claims Epstein lent her out to have sex with the royal, which he has denied. Sex slave claims... Oh, I don't like to use that word. Sorry. Let's get rid of that word, sex slave, because the girls don't like that word being used, so we'll say victims. Trafficking victims claims. Miss Maxwel, pedo-billionaire Epstein's alleged madam, and co-conspirator, and other abuser, and brains of the operation, can also be seen in the bombshell pics from the exclusive Saint-Tropez event. A gray-haired man believed to be Epstein is pictured in blue standing next to the girl with a sweatshirt thrown over his shoulders. The photos were taken on May 19, 2001, 2 months after Miss Roberts claims she was flown to London where she met Prince Andrew. Later, Virginia alleges that Epstein lent her out to U.S. businessmen when they retired back to their hotel. Wow. It's chilling, folks, to read this. What Virginia Roberts has went through and how brave she has been in the face of all of this, she should win some sort of award, some sort of brave citizen award or something, because this is what she went through is insane. All of these powerful people, and for her to have the courage to come out and talk about this the way she has, and to be so upfront and so forward, she deserves a lot of respect, folks. Pals with a pedo. She claims she performed a sex act on him just to shut him up, and it lasted for 2 horrible minutes. Epstein is believed to have hanged himself in a New York jail cell while facing child sex trafficking charges. He was found dead days after being taken off suicide watch, reportedly at the request of his own lawyers. Allegedly. The Department of Justice and the FBI have since both launched investigations into the sex beast's death. Miss Maxwell, who has gone into hiding, has denied all allegations. Gone into hiding. I don't even understand how that happens. What is she, a mafioso? She has safe houses all over the place. Different crews are protecting her from New York to L.A. in safe houses. Come on. It's obvious who's protecting Ghislaine Maxwell, folks. Very obvious to anyone who's paying attention. Buckingham Palace has denied the allegations made against Prince Andrew. The royal was sacked by the Queen after a disastrous Newsnight interview in which he had said he did not regret his relationship with Epstein. Andrew also said he did not remember meeting Miss Roberts. Boy, those pictures sure tell a different story. Prince Andrew. Listen, okay? Nobody believes you, Prince Andrew. Nobody believes you. Not a person, not even a single creature on the planet believes you, okay? Nobody. They don't believe you in Mississippi. They do not believe you in North Carolina or South Carolina. They do not believe you in Delaware, and they do not believe you in Montana. They do not believe you in Italy, Germany, France, Sweden, or Switzerland, and they certainly do not believe you in England anymore. I know my friends down under in Australia do not believe you, and I can tell you with a certainty, sir, that the Arctic polar bears do not believe you, and neither do the penguins that are down in the Antarctic, okay? Nobody believes you, Prince Andrew. Nobody. Folks, this whole entire thing is just completely and utterly disgusting. All of these famous people, all of these stars, all of these people who cavorted with Jeffrey Epstein need to answer questions. They all need to answer questions in this case, especially when you're being called out by name by a girl who was trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, and there's pictures of you with her. So, Naomi Campbell, you are on the clock. You have some questions to answer. All right, folks, if you'd like to contact me, you could do that at bobbycapucci@protonmail.com. That's BOBBYCAPUCCI@protonmail.com. And if you would like to support the podcast, help us get to some of these different destinations, you can do that by clicking on the GoFundMe link inside of the description box. And I'd just like to thank everybody who has donated so far. We are halfway to our goal, folks. Halfway there. And it's because of your generosity that we're going to be able to go to Santa Fe and do some of these other things coming up that we have planned for the year. And thank you very much for that. And we will be bringing you all kinds of new news. And like usual, every single day, rain, sleet, snow, or shine, we will be here talking about the Jeffrey Epstein case and helping these victims get the justice that they so deserve. All right, everybody, I'll be back later on with some more good stuff for you. Please enjoy your Thursday.